I love hearing people talk about what they consider a flex, and it just kind of got me to thinking, like, what's something that I consider a flex? And I think for me, where I am in life right now, one of the things that I would consider a major flex for me, for myself personally, is allowing people who don't want to be in my life to go. You know what I'm saying? It sounds so simple, but for me, it's something that I've struggled with because I've always been that person. Again, once you come into my life and I put you into, I know I've said it before on like my podcast, but when I put you into my comfort zone and now you're in my schedule, I want you to stay in my schedule because you feel a certain hole or a certain void that I may have during my day. And so when people would say, and I'll go through it with somebody, we get into it, you have ups and downs and all types of friendships and relationships. So, during those down times, people would go, and my thing would always be to chase after them. So now at this point in my life, I think one of the major flexes for me is being able to let those people go. Let those people go find happiness, go find joy, and for me to stay where I am and continue figuring out my peace, finding my peace, loving myself, caring for myself, continuing to build myself. And I think for me right now, because I just had a situation similar to that just happened, and I think one of the biggest flexes and the biggest things for me was that I didn't go chasing, don't plan to go chasing, you know what I'm saying? Stay strong, stay resolute in what I'm doing, and let that person go find happiness. Again, that person ain't a bad person, we're just going our separate ways, and me being strong enough to let that person go, me being strong enough to love myself and care for myself enough to not go following after this person and just continue to stay right here, stay grounded, continue looking for my peace, finding my love for myself, and continue building myself up. To me, that's a huge flex, knowing where I was just a year ago or knowing where I've been for years at a time in my life in the past, to be right here, right now, just willing to let people go and not chase and follow them. That's just a huge flex. So, man, you know what I'm saying? So I say all of that to say, start choosing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Start loving yourself, start caring for yourself, start building yourself up, you know what I'm saying? And that way, when you start to meet the other people, like I said, whether it's a friendship or a relationship, whatever it is, you come into that thing, you come into that situation a whole person, a whole solid person, and you don't come into it broken, needing someone to fill gaps. You come in whole, and they just come in and add to your foundation. Add to the foundation you've already added, instead of them filling in cracks and holes, because that won't sustain forever. So just continue building, focusing on yourself, building yourself up, loving and caring for yourself, and respecting yourself.